the head of the Charles Regatta. Majestic, graceful, serene. An historic event that unites athletes and people from all over the world. Athletes who travel to Boston to do one thing. Row, row. Oh, and did I mention row? Last weekend, the Morning Window crew made its way to the shores of the Charles River for the world's largest two-day rowing event. We set out to find the heart of the regatta. What is it about this event that brings over 300,000 people together each fall? Is it the sport itself? As David Fincher's The Social Network alludes, to simply row crew carries a certain prestige. Is it the competition? Athletes from around the world racing for the title, head of the Charles. Or is it the food?
That looks like a bacon cheeseburger. How is that? French fries, are they selling like hotcakes? Look at that. Get this butter on the side. Look at that.
Or perhaps it's simply the best place on earth to walk your dog.
What do you think about the race today?
Whatever it is, the Morning Window was intent on finding it. First, we decided to learn more about this mysterious sport. What does it feel like out there on the water? Here's Mike DeSanto from Harvard University's men's crew team.
I guess something similar, probably skating. If you're out on the ice and just going really smoothly.
Skating. Okay. So how hard could it be?
Gliding along, so it's pretty easy, effortless almost.
We met some high school rowers practicing on what is called a swingulator, who taught us otherwise. Our own Garrett Turner caught up with the female competitors.
Michelle, do you want to talk to me while you do this? Why? Why don't you want to talk to me? It's hard. Supposedly this is hard. I mean, to me this looks mad easy, like crazy easy.
Michelle and Rebecca were participating in a 2-minute challenge. A test to see how many watts you can generate in, well, 2 minutes. Garrett was up for the challenge.
2, solid pressure. 3, good, nice long strokes. 4, much better. 5, that's it, stay on it now. You only have 2.5 more miles to go.
Suicide.
Time!
Done.
And what's the final?
398. Michelle and Rebecca with the win right there. This is hard, this is tough. Loved it though.
We followed up with swingulator inventor and University of Vermont head coach Rick Kelleher to learn about the boat itself and what it takes to row it.
5 feet long, weighs about 195 pounds. This is an 8, which means 8 people rowing it. Each person has 1 oar, about 11.5 feet long, and they all sit in a long line, one behind the other, with the coxswain at the end steering the boat.
Through his research, Garrett felt he had found his calling within the sport.
But I'm a coxswain, I'm not a rower.
What is a coxswain?
I'm the one that sits at the back of the boat in the stern, and I steer the boat, and I scream at my rowers.
I kind of feel as if that's exactly what I would do. I'm a good yeller, It's called a coxswain.
Yep.
A coxswain. I feel as if that's what I would do.
Garrett was now ready to meet the athletes and learn more about the mysterious art of the coxswain. Meanwhile, Terry Yogan was asking herself a profound question.
Thousands of spectators that have come out to support these crew teams. But being here for 2 days, they've got to fuel up. What do they eat? Let's go find out.
As Terry traveled through the crowds, she encountered some health-conscious rowers.
Situation here. What do you guys have?
Turkey sandwiches.
Solid turkey sandwich.
No loaded cheeseburger for you today?
Oh no, we're rowers. We can't. Yeah, we can't.
A woman smitten with her clam chowder.
What are you eating? That looks.
Chowder in a bread bowl.
You can't get.
I've ever had in my life.
Really?
And.
Yeah.
Cupcakes in a van. Now that's new.
But of course, Terry couldn't determine if the food was the heart of the regatta without tasting it.
Oh, that's good. That is buttery deliciousness right there. That melts right in your mouth. Oh, melts in your mouth.
Back on the water, Garrett had made his way over to the Harvard boathouse where he ran into a coxswain from a mysterious land.
Full name, where you're from, just say it into the camera and then I'll start asking questions.
Oh, Danny Eliascoot from Holland, from the Amsterdam club Nereus.
With Garrett and Terry occupied, Amanda Hittinger caught up with Mark Holloway from London and his lifelong friend, Billy Cox.
He's the world traveler. When he comes to my part of the world, we row.
Every year, Mark and Billy meet up to row for the head of the Charles, a sport they first took on together in high school. At the Harvard boathouse, Garrett and Terry found themselves enthralled by the race.
Right in the yellow boat right out there, as you can see.
After the race, Garrett caught up with Harvard men's crew head coach Harry Parker. Coming off Harvard's first championship men's eights win in 77 years, Parker has the heart of a champion. Garrett asked Coach Parker what put his team over the top.
Talent.
Yeah.
They're good guys. They're very, very good oarsmen.
Garrett then asked Coach for his favorite part of the regatta.
This regatta?
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's all over.
When it's all over.
It's a very, very busy weekend.
The head of the Charles was almost over, but we had yet to find its heart. Harvard may have won, but winning didn't feel like why hundreds of thousands were lined up all along the river. While Garrett was with the champ, Amanda met a team from the UK.
And yeah, I think it went okay. We've been
We're a bit of a scratch crew.
We're a bit of a scratch crew.
We've only been together for like 3 or 4 seconds, so
Half the guys
got it right.
Can you understand what they're saying? Neither could we. But perhaps that's the point. Lost in translation, Amanda found the heart of the regatta.
I've talked to people locally and internationally, some of which I couldn't even understand. But despite the differences in language and location, at the regatta, everyone comes together. For WEBN,
At the head of the Charles, everyone speaks the same language: rowing. Over 300,000 people unite to break down cultural barriers, all in the name of sport. The head of the Charles Regatta is more than a race. It's a community. For WEBN's Morning Window into Boston, I'm Pat Welter.
Liz can see you. She says, "What's to your left?" Right in front of the water. Turn left right now. See it? Liz sees you.